you guys ready to start sounding pro level or start sounding way above what you've been playing before? Well, today what we're going to do is a continuation of the lesson I did last week on B.B. King's Thrill Is Gone rhythm aspects. Today what we're going to do is build on that. I'm going to show you guys some really cool color notes that you can add to this pentatonic scale pattern. It's going to be in the first position for the most part in B minor, but we're going to move around a little bit. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you two different examples. One's going to be a more jazzy style backing track, and then the other one's going to be the Thrill Is Gone backing track. Both of those have different chord structures in them. They're all in B minor, but these notes I'm going to show you is really going to take you guys to the next level and get you out of the rut that you might be in right now. Let's get started on this and have fun. Here we go. So let's learn some extra cool spicy colors that we can add. We're going to do this in several different steps. Basically, there's two different progressions that I'm going to play over, but B minor is our root. All this is going to be over a minor progression. So B minor pentatonic would be like this. Second position would be like this. Third position. So for the most part, we're going to be playing over those three positions, but for the most of this, I'm going to focus on the first position, but you'll see me move around. I'm going to put all of the notes with all the positions on the screen here a couple times that will kind of help you guys understand what I'm trying to accomplish here. Okay, so let's say we've got the normal position here. So the first one I would normally add to the minor pentatonic would be a flat 5 or a sharp 4. Those can be found in several different places. We would play it right here, right here, here. So what you could do whenever you're playing, you can slide in to this note. You could do it right here. You can go backwards. That would be something you do. So let's say you're over the 1 chord. That would be 1, and this is all over the pentatonic scale. So that is the flat 5 or the sharp 4, whatever you want to call it. But that is a good option. There's also one right here, I forgot. So use all those in your progression. That would essentially turn the B minor into the blues scale. So then you would have. So the next note you could add would be a 9 chord. This is going to be starting to get into some jazzy type territories when you start adding the 9. I love the 9 chord. It just sounds so beautiful. Typically you might have seen me play something like this. This is a B minor 9. The 9's coming right here. You can slide into it. And then you could just, or you could go here. This is not the right note, so you want to slide. So 9 here, 9 here. See how that sounds pretty jazzy? I will often do something like this. I will do like a slow vibrato. And then resolve it to the root, which would be B. I'll also come up here and play it here on the 12th fret. But what we're doing is sliding. Like this. Could also grab it here. Sometimes I will slowly do a little bit of a half bend. So it gets it kind of out of tune, but it just sounds super, super bluesy, jazzy. You can do it like that. So you could mix the two, let's say the 9 and the flat 5, so you could do. Something like that. As I'm showing you these different notes, these are all color notes, meaning you can still play this pentatonic, minor pentatonic box. So like if you want to play a 9 chord, you can add that, or you can just go up here to the normal pentatonic box. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you hear in your ear. If it sounds good to your ear, then you know it's going to be a good note. Just extra stuff that you can add to really stand out and sound more like a pro level player. The next one would be the major 7. This one's going to be one that you want to use pretty sparingly and be careful with it. Some chords it might not match with, but like I said, I've always said if it sounds good to your ear, it's going to sound good. So major 7 would be something like right here. Doesn't sound very good, so what we want to do is resolve it to the tonic, which is B. Slide into it or hammer on. There's also one right here. Here, of course. So when you would be playing this, so let's say over the B minor. Might do something like that, sliding in, so, or you just always want to resolve it. You can play it up here, so just keep in mind where you can play those. Something cool you can do is you can slide in this whole thing right here, so that's all 3 notes. So you basically be sliding up a half semitone into the B chord here. So can't really do it here because you have to jump strings a little bit, but it's just cool that this option is here so you can add some flavor to it. So the last one I'll show you guys is the flat 6. So it's going to be the 6th scale degree of the B minor scale. So it's going to be right here. It also will be right here. So some of you might say, hey, that's starting to look like a harmonic minor scale, and you're right, there are some notes in there that are starting to get into that. But what I want you guys to understand is when you're playing these, you just play the B minor pentatonic and you add these color notes to it to get some cool variation. So example on the 6th note right here, you could do it's right here, 6, and here. Okay, so just to recap the notes that we're adding, 4 new notes to the pentatonic for more color, sound more advanced in your playing. So we've got the flat 5, the 7, the 9, and then the 6. So those are the notes that we're adding to it. So I've got a backing track here I want to show you guys. I've got 2 different versions like I explained at the very beginning of the lesson. One is going to be more jazzy. It's still in the B minor, but it's got some extra chords, more movement that I'm going to show you first. Okay, so here's the next backing track. This backing track is the Thrill Is Gone progression. Still in B minor, but it's a blues, more 12-bar blues with a couple different, an added note in there, G major 7. If you guys missed that lesson, check the card out right here on that. But the whole premise is that these color notes work perfectly over this minor progression. So. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to explain was, I'm just showing you this in a minor context. If we're changing it to a major context, let's say if we would be playing over a B7 instead of a B minor, we can't add this flat 6 anymore. It's going to sound bad. See how it doesn't sound right? B7. And then if we did E7, it doesn't work, so we got to get rid of it. So what we're going to do is go to the natural 6, so it'd be here. We can still add our other color notes. But just keep in mind in that 6th note there will kind of mess you up if you try to play that over a major context. It won't sound good. So just keep that in mind when you're playing. Alright, that's it for this time. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Just remember, when you're starting to add these color notes, you can add it when you want to, or you can just leave it out. The choice is up to you. If it sounds good, play it. If it doesn't, don't play it. That's a pretty good rule to live by. Your ear will tell you. Check out some other videos I've done here on blues and different chord progressions. And comment down below. I'd really want to hear what you guys think. Really helps me know if I'm doing a good job. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.